This segment of The Exchange on My West Michigan is sponsored by iChiro clinics. Approximately 45 million Americans suffer from chronic headaches, and of them 28 million are migraines. Those headaches can be caused by any number of things, and they can be treated in a variety of ways too. But for people who suffer from these debilitating headaches, have you considered chiropractic care? Dr. Michael Kwast is here from iChiro clinics to share his own story with migraines. Good morning.
Good morning.
Boy, is it a pervasive problem when you hear numbers like that. A lot of people suffering.
It's very scary, and people don't know what to do. I mean, I know because I went through it my own self. When I was young, I had horrible migraines. Nobody knew why. We'd go to the doctor. He'd just write me a prescription, which would mask how I felt. I would go home, semi out of it, lay in bed, stare at the ceiling, and that was called a fix for my headache. It wasn't a fix, it was masking. So my mom figured it out one day that, hey, that's not the best approach probably, and we started looking around. And we were at our dentist's office, believe it or not, and he actually started to feel around in my neck, and he said, your neck is a mess. You need to go to the chiropractor. And my mom was like, no, you know, those guys are weird and they're crazy and, you know, I don't know. And he's like, well, is what you're doing working? And she was like, well, no, nothing's working. Yeah. So we went, and the guy was kind of weird and crazy, but he started looking at my neck and he saw problems and started to ask questions and uncovered something we forgot about, which was a car accident I had had a few years prior where I was fine, but a 55-mile-an-hour rear ender or head-on collision with no seat belts on. Yeah, nobody's fine from that, right? Yeah. I just wasn't bleeding to death or dying, so the ER dismissed me, said I was fine. Well, I wasn't fine. My neck was completely screwed up. And years later, it's showing up as just horrible migraines. Yeah. So anyway, we get to the chiropractor, I get under care, and I do fantastic. I mean, gets rid of my headaches. It's amazing. It's the most wonderful thing ever, right?